What's up? It's your girl Aiyana and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never seen my face before. I've been wanting to do a tutorial for a long time, but in my apartment I didn't really have like a proper setup to like actually do my makeup, and my last makeup tutorial was just tragic and I just didn't want to repeat of that. I kind of did something that worked. It's not the best, but I mean, today I'm going to show you my go-to glam drugstore makeup look. It's what I'm wearing right now. If you want to see how I got this look or the look that I have in a lot of my other videos, then just keep on watching. New setup, I'm actually in my living room area of my studio, and so we're just gonna do my makeup right here because it's the only place I can like set up. I've already moisturized my face and did my eyebrows. I just used the Anastasia Dip Brow in soft brown. The first thing I do is conceal my lids. I always do my eyes first. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I realize that when I do my eyeshadow, I get a lot of fallout and that gets on like my foundation and stuff, and it's just it's not cool to have to clean that up later, so I just do my eyes first and then I don't have to worry about the fallout. The next thing I do is kind of old school. I take good old Scotch tape and I tape my eyes off at an angle so I get like a very clean line. I know like the pros do it like at the end with concealer, but I'm not a pro. I've always done this. I just take like most of the stickiness off and then I just place it from the corner of my eye to the corner of my eyebrow and make sure it's stuck on there. I'm gonna use my good old Maybelline The Nudes palette. This is the original palette. When I first discovered it, I was like, wow, this is great. It's drugstore. What I'm gonna do is take this second color on the bottom, this kind of medium brown shade, and then just dip. This is a Too Faced blender brush, and I just go ahead and kind of messily put it in my crease and then just kind of blend it all out. My eyebrows, oh my god. Then I'm gonna mix this kind of shimmery brown shade here and this darker brown shade at the top, which is a matte. So I'm mixing a matte and a shimmer on, this is like just an e.l.f. blending brush and it's like really dense. So I just focus that on my outer corner and bring it maybe about midway. I focus it closer to the tape first, and then I kind of use a lighter hand going towards the middle of my eye. This is actually a technique that I learned from one of my friends in high school. She just got married, so congrats! I know I've said it to her like 20 million times already because I'm still so like happy for her. Like, it's so crazy to see like my friends from high school like all married and grown up. I'm going back in with my Too Faced blending brush and just kind of blending everything out so there's no harsh lines. Then I'm going in with my Maybelline Color Tattoo, and this is in the shade Bad to the Bronze. And I used to watch Ingrid all the time. I still watch her all the time, but she used to rave about this shade, so I tried it naturally. I'm taking just this flat kind of shader brush from e.l.f. And just dipping it in just a little bit, and I'm just kind of tapping it onto my lid. Just my lid, not taking it super high. I just kind of do this until I feel it looks like glowy enough. And then what I also do as I'm kind of tapping that in, I kind of blend it in with my powder shout outs. just so there's no like harshness and it all kind of just blends together. Next, what I do is liner, and I always do like a very dramatic wing for whatever reason. I don't know, it's just me actually craving wings right now. I use two different eyeliners on the top, which I think is a little strange. But it's the method that's worked best for me. So I use the Maybelline, wow, I use a lot of Maybelline. The Maybelline Master Graphic, and it's just this kind of marker. It has like a really wide kind of tip on it, and I use that just for the, just my eye. I don't use it for my wing. I've tried using this for my wing, and I don't know if it's just me or if it's probably just me. I cannot seem to do a wing with this product. And at this point, I also rip off my tape. The second part of it is I take a Holy Grail. This is the e.l.f. liquid liner. It's like $2 at Target or any place that they sell e.l.f. products. And this is what I use for my wing. So I'm not gonna talk because this is the most stressful part of my makeup routine. What I do is I usually just use that tape line as a guide and then just work from there. I usually do like my bottom shadow. I'm going back into my nudes palette and taking the darkest brown shade that's at the top over here and just kind of smoking out my bottom lash line. I'm gonna take my NYX retractable eyeliner in black and just line my waterline with this. So next I do my lashes, and once you start wearing lashes, you'll never think a look is complete without your lashes. So the ones I am currently using are the Ardell Demi Wispies in black, and in conjunction with that, I'm using my Duo Lash Glue, and this is the one with the brush, and this is the black one as well. Now that we have our lashes on, and that took literally forever, because me and lashes just do not get along sometimes. I really don't do a lot for my face, but kinda. What I do first is I take my NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator, and this is in the color Gleam, and I just take just a little bit. I don't know if you can even see that. You probably can. I mix it in with my CoverGirl True Blend, and this is in the color or shade D4, and this is probably not my best like color match, but I did the best I could. I don't have to blend foundations. Like, why can't they make my perfect shade? Then I'm gonna use my e.l.f. This is a small stippling brush, and I just blend in the illuminator and my foundation, and I just kind of dot it everywhere at first and stipple. See, this might be a little too orange. This is definitely really orange. So now I'm just gonna use a damp beauty sponge on the flat side and kind of just press that foundation into my skin. And it also takes off the excess as well. The next thing I like to do is sometimes I cream contour, but today I'm not really in the mood too cream contour, so I'm not gonna do that. But what I'm gonna take is my Wet n Wild. This is the contouring palette. This is contouring palette contour, which is weird. I can't even read the name of this. It's so old, but they still sell it. And as you can see, I've hit pan on it on both sides. So what I do is I usually just take the contouring shade and a Real Techniques, this is a sculpting brush, and suck my cheeks in and get under those cheekbones and sculpt. Baking, I don't know if I do this backwards, but to me, I think makeup is an art. Like, have you seen some of these posts on Twitter and some of these makeup artists on Instagram? Makeup is an art, and I feel like there's no right or wrong way to do something. I mean, I'm sure there's like, there's obviously techniques and certain techniques you can use, but as far as like, oh no, she's doing it the wrong way, I feel like there's no right or wrong way. And if it works for you, it works for you. Then I'm taking these like little triangle applicator sponges. They were like $1 at Walmart. And just dipping it into, sorry, I didn't even show you what this was. This is the Airspun Loose Face Powder by Coty in the shade Naturally Neutral. And I use it to bake underneath my eyes. And I don't bake for very long, because if I bake for a long time, it gives me a really, really, really white cast. But I do like to lighten my face up a bit. Then I'm gonna use this Precision Beauty powder brush, and it's rose gold and black, and it's cute and it's really fluffy and soft. And this is what I use to take off my powder. And I literally just kind of brush it off, just like that. Like I said, I do not leave on, I don't bake for too long. This has actually been one of my favorite blushes for a while now. This is the Milani powder blush in Tea Rose, and it's just so subtle, and I think the packaging is so cute if I can even open it. It looks literally like a rose. Oh my gosh, the edges. And I'm just using an e.l.f. complexion brush very lightly on my cheeks to give them flush of color. This is just a little travel size like mini, and this is just the Becca highlighter in Opal. And I'm using a Real Techniques setting brush. I'm just using it on the bridge of my nose and the tip. I'm doing that kind of like exclamation mark. I definitely like my nose to be like shiny. A little on my lip here. And then on, I love a cheek, and I kind of do like this kind of C type thing. Like a boomerang on both sides. Then I'm gonna use my go-to lip color. This is the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in Teddy, and just apply that on my lips, you know. And to set my face, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. It's literally $1. And just spray and set all the powders. So this is my completed go-to Glam drugstore makeup look, and I hope you guys liked it. If you have any more questions or video suggestions, please leave them down below. Also, subscribe, because why not? And follow me on all my social medias. I'll have them listed down below and at the end slate at the end of this video. I think that's it.